Marlia? Or I could look for a relationship. 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. That works. What else? Something called cross products. Cross products means multiply diagonally. 1 times 10. 2 times 5. Are they the same? They are proportional. Very good. All right. So when we talk about this, when we talk about ratios, proportions, that's what we're referring to. Okay. For example, when you have to find the missing, W over 35 is equal then to 4 to 7. Now, first thing, for a relationship. In other words, it doesn't have both of its top values, but it does have both of its bottom values. And as you go toward the missing is here, do you find a relationship between 7 and 35? Kate, what about 5? Times 5, right? So 4 times 5 would be 20. Right? Okay. So that's one of the options that you can go with. 9 to 2 and something over 12. M over 12? Mark? 54, because there is the relationship there times 6, right? And M would equal 54. Any questions there? There's also another one. Simplify an existing ratio. And look for an existing relationship. For example, a z over 54 is equal to 10 to 18. Is it possible to simplify which one is the existing ratio? Is it z over 54 or is it 10 over 18? Which one's the existing one, Marlene? Because I have both my values. How would I simplify it? By 2. 5 to 9 would be a proportion, would be equivalent. 9 times what is 54? So therefore 6 times 5? 30. We went and revisited step 1. After we simplified, we looked for a relationship. Now sometimes you may not have the luxury of breaking anything down. You may not have the luxury of things working out so easily. Then you'd have to what? Right, so if we were just to use 9 to something over 12. If I were to use this one again, and let's say I was blind and I couldn't see the relationship between the 2 and the 12, and I wanted to go to step 3, cross multiply, then divide. Cross would actually mean diagonal. Is it 2 ends? I don't know. It's not spelling class. Anyway, I would take a look and say, all right, 9 times 12 would be 108. And then divide by the 2 would give us the 54 that we were looking for. That's always another option for us. Got the basics? Just want to use a good example. Okay. Now a little bit different. We'll still have to find out what the value is going to be. But what I need to work on then is what am I going to multiply 3 by to get the value on top to be equivalent? And we talked about cross products, correct? These have to be equal, right? So let's multiply the 9 times the 20, and we get 180. Multiply the 4 times the 3a, and we get 12a. Can you solve from there? By doing what? 5 by 12. A equals 15. We said cross products were equal. I'll try another one. 5z over 3 is equal then to 105 over 6. Give it a shot. Remember, cross products have to be equal. All right. So cross products, 105 times 3. 315. And then the 5z times 6 is good. And then divide both sides by 30. And we'll isolate z. 30 into 315. May need a decimal for this one. Yes? Good. 10.5. Z equals 10.5. Wait a second. How can we have a decimal in the fraction? They're not fractions. It's a ratio. So it's 2 different values. Plus, when you multiply the 5 times the 10.5, you know. Okay, any questions? All right, so let's do 7 through 18, 165. 165, 738. Math, you're up.